Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Governor Cuomo, I first want to thank you all for joining us today for the presentation of the 2014-2015 executive budget. This is Governor Cuomo's fourth budget presentation, and it's really incredible to think how far we've come in the last 4 years. 3 years ago, the governor inherited a $10 billion deficit. Our fiscal house was in disarray, and the New York State government had not passed an on-time budget in years. The last 3 years in New York State have been nothing short of transformational, and many say that our success began with the passage of that first budget. Last year, we passed our third consecutive on-time budget, something the state has not done in 30 years, and this year we're shooting for our fourth. Hint, hint. But our job is more than getting the budget passed on time. It's about creating a spending plan that truly works for the residents of the state of New York. That's the most important thing. In the past, New York State budget meant out-of-control spending that benefited special interests and yielded very little results. And it's very safe to say that we're far beyond those days. The state government is now working, we're proud to say. It's a functioning body that puts partisan politics aside for the good of all our constituents, and something that I see around the state, both houses, both sides of the aisle, working together, coming to agreements for what's best for the people of New York State. Working together as a team, we've reined in spending, we've cut waste, improved performances, and turned a $10 billion deficit into a $2 billion surplus. And that really requires, I think, a great round of applause for everybody. $10 billion deficit to $2 billion surplus.
So, for example, Erie County, Monroe County, 624 local governments. Interestingly, the same level of tax levy, $1.6 billion. Potential savings, 16 and 47. Oneida, 350 local governments, $349 million tax levy. This, my friends, is what's driving up the property taxes. Westchester County, #1 taxed county in the nation, Westchester County. Many of our counties are in the top 15 of the highest taxed counties in the nation. But Westchester's #1, 425 local governments, $4.4 billion in government services. Suffolk, 404, $5.7 billion. $57 million first-year savings, $171 million. In the North Country, we have a number of economic development projects that we believe are going to spur the economy. Whiteface Mountain, Trudeau Institute Partnership, capital improvements at Order. Mohawk Valley, we're investing $180 million in Nano Utica, which is very exciting. It's our second major hub of nanotechnology. Capital Region, after talking about it for years and years and years, we're investing in a Albany Convention Center, $63 million. Finger Lakes, Rochester, we're investing $40 million in the Eastman Business Park, which has been a problem for the Rochester area, and we believe we're going to convert it into an asset. Western New York, the next step is a $100 million genome research center. In the southern tier, they've been talking about building a SUNY School of Pharmacology for many, many years. We want to make it a reality this year. In central New York, a $30 million for the Onondaga Lake Economic Revitalization Area, which is a very ambitious and exciting project to develop the side of the lake, Lake Onondaga. We walked into a situation where all the arrows were pointed in the wrong direction. All the news was bad. We turned around the spending, we turned around the taxes, we turned around the employment, we turned around the jobs number, and we turned around the direction of the state of New York, thanks to your good work. And it's not just when you look at the statistics you turn the state around. You turned around the feeling. You turned around the energy. You turned around the culture. And people are believing in New York. The one omission is ethics. And it's the one negative they hear over and over and over, because it's a drip, drip, drip of these negative one-off stories. And it has to be addressed.